Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. Now let's see how the market have done in the yesterday's trade. Sensex has closed 0.03% negative, settling at 79,897. Nifty has closed 0.03% negative, settling at 24,315. Nifty Mid Cap 100 gained 0.40%, while Nifty Small Cap 100 has also gained 0.69%. Now let's look at the gainers and losers of Nifty 50. The gainers are ONGC, Coal India, ITC, Tata Motors, Asian Paints, HCL Tech, while the losers are Tata Consumer, Bajaj Finance, M&M, NTPC, Power Grid and L&T. Now let's look at sector-wise performance. BSE Energy was the highest gainer at 1.2%, followed by BSE Services at 1.13%, BSE Consumer Durables at 0.78%, BSE Metal at 0.33%. The highest loser was BSE Realty at 1.41% negative, followed by BSE Auto 0.43% negative. Now let's look at the market breadth. 2172 stocks have advanced while 1739 stocks have declined. Now let's look at the 52-week high and low. 144 stocks have scaled 52-week high like Britannia, Federal Bank, Grasim, IRDA, ONGC, RVNL and Zomato, while 8 stocks are trading at 52-week low. Now let's look at the FIDI data. The FII were the net sellers to the tune of 1137 crore and DII were the net buyers to the tune of 1676 crore. Now let's look at the results that are due today. HCL Tech, IRDA, Avenue Supermarts. Now let's look at the global cues. US market overnight closed mixed despite favorable inflation data which came in at 3% below the expectation of 3.1%. Sell-off in technology stocks dragged Nasdaq and S&P by 364 and 49 points respectively, while Dow was up 33 points. Small cap index Russell 2000 jumped 3.75%, indicating some kind of sectoral rotation. Today we expect IT stocks to react positively after a strong 1Q FY25 TCS earning. Most Asian markets are currently trading in green, hence we expect a positive start for a market today. Now let's look at the stock-wise development. Hindustan Zinc, the state-owned company, received renewable power from Serentica 180 megawatt solar project. This remained positive for the company. Prestige Estates project, the firm recorded a 22.6% dip in sales, standing at 3030 crore. This is due to lag in approvals and project runs amid election season. The total sale volume also fell to 2.86 million square feet. The average realization rises by 16% to 11,934 per square feet for apartment, villas, commercial spaces, and the average realization for plots have increased by 46% to 7,285 per square feet. The real estate firm reported a 6% jump in sales collection in the quarter June. Prestige Estate sold 1,364 units in the quarter. This remains slightly negative for Prestige Estates in the short term. Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail. The fashion company raised its stake in Goodview Fashion to 51% from 33.5 for 127 crore. This remained positive for the company. Adani Wilmar, the Ahmedabad-based company, will acquire 67% stake in specialty chemical company Omkar Chemical Industries at an enterprise value of 56.25 crore. This remained positive for the company. Rashtriya Chemical and Fertilizer. The chemical and fertilizer company placed an order worth of 514 crore. The order is to revamp its ammonia plant in Thal, Maharashtra. This remained positive for the company. All Cargo Terminals. The logistic company reported a CFS volume for the month of 55.9 thousand TEUs, up 20% on a year-to-year basis. This remained positive for the company. Vodafone Idea. The shareholders approved the issuance of preferential. In other news, the telecom giant received notice from ATC Telecom Infra for conversion of OCDs worth Rs 160 crore into shares. This remained positive for the company. Azad Engineering. The manufacturing company received a 5-year contract from Germany's Siemens Energy Global for supply of rotating component for Siemens gas and thermal turbines engine. This remained positive for the company. Infosys. It has received a contract from Delaware Department of Labor to upgrade its legacy system. This remained positive for the company. L&T Food. The company has expanded its footprint to UK to tap a €1 billion rice and rice-based food market. It has a revenue of 1 euro million in the next 5 years. This remained positive for the company. Oriented Rail Infrastructure, the company unit received a 432 crore order for the supply of 1200 VVCMC wagons for Indian Railway. This remained positive for the company. Nazara Technology, the technology company unit Nordwind Singapore acquired additional 43.5% stake in Freak 4U Gaming for 23.45 million euro. This remained positive for the company. AFL, the mobile marketing platform, received a patent in the US titled Method and System for Enabling Interaction Between Users and Broadcast. This remained positive for the company. Z Entertainment Enterprise, the board is to consider approval of raising its fund on Tuesday. This remained positive for the company. PT Engineering, the company raises 360 crore via QIP to allot 34.14 lakh shares at 1054.25 per share. This remained positive for the company. Silent, the technological company, will set up a new subsidiary with dedicated focus to end-to-end turnkey ASIC semiconductor business. This remained positive for the company. Now let's look at the results that were published yesterday. First is TCS. The revenue was up 2.2% on a QOQ basis and 5% on a YOY basis. Operating profit has increased by 12% on a YOY basis to 15,442. PAT stood at 12,040 crore, up 8.7% on a YOY basis. It has reported a very strong set of numbers, beats the market expectation. The growth across vertical remain very strong, while the wage hike is also well digested. The client remained focused on cost optimization through pricing environment is now stable. FY25 is expected to be a better year than FY24 on the overall growth perspective, as TCS has witnessed sequential growth across geographies despite slightly lower TCV. The deal pipeline is strong. Deal wins for the quarter stood at $8.3 billion. The cost optimization program for client is offering better deal visibility, unlike discretionary spending. The stock is presently trading at 27.7 times and 24.9 times its price to earning. The overall performance is better than street expectation. We expect the stock to react positively. The next result is Anand Rathi Wealth. The revenue and PAT growth stood at 38% on a YY basis to 245 crore and 73.4 crore respectively. The AM growth stood at 59% on a YY basis. Active client has increased by 18.7% on a YY basis, while relation manager has also stood at 360, growing at 16.9% on a YY basis. It has reported a strong set of results. Now let's look at the block deals. Godrej Agrovet, RKN Enterprise sold 41.46 lakh shares. On the other hand, Jamshed Naroji Godrej bought 10.36 lakh. Navroje Jamshed Godrej bought 10.36 lakh. Friend Krishna Beery bought 6.91 lakh. Nyarika Holkar bought 6.91 lakh shares. Smita Krishna bought 6.91 lakh shares at 800.05 per share. Godrej Properties RKN Enterprise sold 39.86 lakh shares. Jamshedji Naroji bought 9.96 lakh shares. Navroj Jamshedji Godrej bought 9.96 lakh shares. Friend Krishna Berry bought 6.64 lakh shares. Nyarika Holkar bought 6.46 lakh shares and Smita Godrej Krishna bought 6.64 lakh shares at 3,313.9 per share. Now let's look at the bulk deals. Area Life Science AG Dynamic Fund bought 2.5 lakh shares at 800 per share. Sneha Garg sold 2.43 lakh shares at 800 per share. Systematic Corporate Services Dovetail India bought 0.72 lakh shares at 1400 per share. Signity Technology Ashika Credit Capital bought 1.4 lakh shares at 1355 per share. Now let's look at the corporate action. Today is the ex-record dividend for AU Small Finance Bank, Anant Raj, Birla Soft, Axis, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank, Indian Oil Corporation, IRM Energy, Jubilant Foodworks, Kirloskar Pneumatic, Mahindra Lifespace, Petronet LNG, Piramal Pharma, Sun Pharmaceuticals, United Spirit, Giant Agro Organics, Atul, Blue Dart Express, Mahindra Logistics, Cabra Extraction, Technic, Newland Laboratories, Onward Technology and Safari Industries. That's it for today. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.